Oh, hi. Sorry, hi. It's been a while, hasn't it? So, how are you guys? This is me, Becca, also known as the Nightlark PRT. Damn, I'm good. And welcome back to Storytime Saturday! Sorry about last night, about not posting. Number one, I didn't get anybody to tell me what they wanted for, last night for the new episode, and also, I got packing to do! I'm going on a little vacation next week, because I'm not gonna be here, let's just say that. Something is wrong with my camera. It's misty again. Sorry about that. So, hi all guys! And it's nice to see you guys on this lovely smoggy day. I got bashing up my feet, and we are good to go. So today's episode, we are going to be talking about the little story of how I met Riku. In a way, how I created Riku. I might tell you a little bit some points about that. But here we go. So yes, I'm going away on a little vacation thing next week. So the week afterwards, I'm going to be posting up 2 videos of the same thing in honor of all that happening. If I could be able to get Dishonored in there. If we're already finished with Dishonored. So apparently Dishonored was the last episode. And next week, I'm thinking maybe making another episode for Random Friday for today. And I still apologize for the inconvenience about everything. Sorry. It's so dirty here. I haven't been here in one day and it's all dirtied. Let's see here. I think this is it. I was actually testing out a whole bunch of worlds. Click. Now, I will be telling you the story of how I met Riku. Because that the stuff here is actually very much inconvenient. Also, I just got really, really bored, and while I was packing up, I was actually watching Sherlock Holmes. Both movies! Dude, they're awesome. Click. Now I'm completely bored. I realize that I have work to do. I have so much stuff to do. I'm getting to the point where I might be sleepy for some reason. People get that way. I'm trying to solve a whole bunch of stuff on my Minecraft because I haven't been here for a while and now I don't know why I abandoned this place. Well, here are some things that I want you to see. Some amazing, awesome new things that I would like to show you. Alrighty. This is new. And, I think I showed you this part. Random beds. This random loft of here. And, I was thinking of making more stuff over here, but oh my god. Doors. Oh! If only I could turn around on my picture and go, seriously, Becca? Why did you do that? So this is the kitchen. This is the dining room. This is the kitchen in here. This is the lovely fireplace. Nice and warm and toasty. This is where all the furnaces go to. So I'm collecting coal right now, just randomly. And this is the second. This is the second kitchen area. I'm making more lofties. It's a little hard to get all this stuff because fractional, it's hard to do all this stuff exactly because it looks like, yeah. Do not go down there. Whatever you do, there is a maze of stuff down there. So, to tell you the story of how I met Riku. In as close enough possible without screwing up, I'm going to tell you how I met Riku. It was just one awesome day where I was just, well, let's just say I wasn't really being as awesome as possible. I was actually one of the most, not annoying, I was just, you know how I am, usually just a quiet little girl. I was annoyed about a whole bunch of stuff, and all of a sudden, one day, I just happened upon to find out this beautiful, beautiful necklace. And I really necklace. I was so interested in this beautiful necklace, and for one sudden reason, I was actually being yelled at by the store owner because they thought it was somebody completely different. I didn't even understand what was going on. I am a bit dumb, just like right there. So why do I even bother about these things? My head is filled with nothing pretty much. I'm just a bunch of chipper chopper. I'm not going back there again. I could see monsters from my room. So what happens was this guy comes up and he says that actually belonged to him. That necklace. Somebody stole it from him. Thank God it didn't get down there. Somebody stole it from him and hawked it off onto this little tiny place. And this is before he met what's his name? The outsider. Before he became his boss. This is way before. He just suddenly said that that was supposed to belong to him. And I'm thinking, this kind of jewelry does not belong to this for type of guys like you guys. And he says, don't underestimate awesome Irish ninja. And I went, okay, you said ninja, which made me go, oh. You said Irish, which made me go, ah. But when you said awesome, I just went, take me away. Just take me away. It was just completely random and out of the blue. But seriously, he was just sitting there going, your sanity levels are really high. How high do you suppose they are? And I said, sorry, too scary for usually people are not used to my kind of style. And he says, honey, there's nothing against being insane. He says the same thing as I've heard from the movie, but in a little bit different way. He says, if you're insane, it doesn't matter. The best people in the world are the most craziest, insane, out of the blue, off their rockers. It's not exactly quite like that, but he just said it like that. And I was just staring at him for a while just like that. I was like, I'm gonna go. And thank you for all your time. Here, take the necklace back and have fun with it. And he says, too late, you put it on. What's this all about? Seriously, yeah, you put on the necklace. It's not only yours, but, well, you now practically own me. And I'm the most insane person in this entire world, so, hi. And not once did he give me any response of a loving like towards many girls that we passed by along the way. He was just always saying hi to these girls. It was like, darling, where have you been all my life? Half the girls pretty much fled out the window and just went, ah! Some girls just went, oh, you're such a sweetheart. Oh my god. And he got roses. Lavender black roses. It's black rose, but the stem is black, kind of goes up to the tip. But then you got the rose part, which is almost bud. Well, it's a bud, but starting to bloom, and it goes into a purplish kind of thing going on. It is a very beautiful purple thing going on there, but it's a dark purple, but it's romantic and everything. He gives a flower to most of the girls that he runs into that actually accepts him, and you're sitting there going, you're a jackass. Okay, most of you girls would go, he's not a jackass, he's a sweetheart. If he gives a rose to a girl, that is so sweet. Trust me, he doesn't give one to me. That's just mean. But I can see how he goes going, well, thing is, you're not pretty enough. Yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. I love you. Thing is, I just don't like pretty ass girls that think that they're better than everybody. I even asked him about that. There was a girl that actually accepted a flower after I asked him, and he just. I'm sorry, darling, you're looking for the wrong man. Why did I pull out a shovel? And she's just. Ah, how dare you! You're a bad man! Oh! Find out he has a boyfriend, and he's pretty much ready to kick his ass, and he goes, oh shit. Darling, we must fly! It was just freaking random, and half the time you're just going, okay, again, I need to go, and I hope you have fun with your little crusade, because I don't want to get involved. Sorry for going all girly girl, but the thing is, I really didn't want to get involved. Because it was just getting. He was pretty much going. I can't say crazy, because that would insult my culture of the insanity that I have, and. Sorry. Don't take it too personally, I am very, very out of it most of the time, but. That is a really big sun. I just realized. Okay. And so, what happened was, afterwards, we just pretty much run for the hills. He pretty much stopped me in my tracks after a while and said, you really do feel like you need a flower, right? And I said, nope. Mm-mm. And truth is, this is what I'm going to say to you guys that I already said to him. I'm not interested in a relationship right now. Sorry. And he goes, I don't give out free relationships. I just give out free roses and free kisses. He has a little problem with women because of the last woman he was. It has to involve the. I don't know how to mention it too much, but I don't want to get in trouble. But it involves the C word. He's okay, but he regrows and everything. Not like that. I mean, it's just he's immortal practically, and yeah, things do tend to get insane with yeah. Anywho, he said he's just not really interested too much in having relationships with women because he's afraid of women himself, because he says literally, and I apologize for using this undertone for in front of children who listen to this, but truthfully it's actually how he worded it and how I pretty much laughed at it because it's kind of true. Please leave a like if you agree. He went up flat out this: women have vaginas, and vaginas have teeth. They can kill. They are murderous creatures. I'm going. Number one, we just met. Number two, are you serious? Do you really think that? Okay, yes, we are the top women of the world, and yeah, men are pretty much the weaker sex. Yes, we do need to respect that, but who knows? There's one sex that's weaker than the other sex, but still, don't most women really wish we could grow teeth out of our vaginas? But yeah, it just ended up like that, where things just went completely crazy. And this was when he actually, before he had a mask or anything like that, he pretty much was just in disguise, but showing too much face. And it was just, it was hella funny, what was going on was going completely bonkers. Everybody was trying to wonder what was going on. Because, yeah, we were talking in the middle of public, and he was just going insane. And saying vagina out in the middle of everybody. It's like saying Voldemort in front of the Wizarding World people, and they go, "How dare you? How dare you insult us? You never speak that word in front of us." Also, sorry, if you do hear music, it's not meant to be heard by you guys. I'm just hoping it's royalty-free music because I've been trying to keep it down as much as possible, and I have it all the way over on the other side of the room. Last time, my one video actually got thrown off a YouTube because it had an Evanescence song and was banned because it was actually banned originally from Germany, but then all of a sudden banned from everywhere else. I'm glad I made a second copy of it later on before they banned it. But that was to change to have the song out of there because that's what I said before. Anywho, let's get back to the story. Dear God. Also, I didn't know if you saw that. That's an awesome place up there. I've gone up there many times before. And yes, I don't know if you saw this already, but it's awesome. People must have jumped into my stuff. Yeah, pretty obviously. Alright. So, he tells me about all that stuff, and he says, "I'm sorry if I'm making a huge ruckus about this, and also I'm embarrassing the living crap out of you." And I said, "You know, I embarrass the living crap out of myself every single day. So there's no use in apologizing, because that's me. Yeah, trust me. It's me. I'm insane." And this was, by the way, this was actually in high school when I first met him. And I told him about all the stuff was going on with my life. I told him I was in high school, and he says, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I seem to act like a child half the time." And he goes, "No, you look a lot older." And I said, "I'll take that as a compliment, and let's just move on with the whole story." Alrighty. So, what happened afterwards, it was just getting crazy after a while. Because we started talking about all this. He was pretty much asking me questions about my life. He wasn't even talking anything about his. He was avoiding everything possible until I got into the story of telling him about, well, I was in high school. I was kind of always making stuff up to protect myself. This was senior year, by the way. Senior year, I always wanted to protect myself by lying about different things. I was actually a big, bogus, interesting person that many skinny guys were interested in actually taking advantage of. I told him about that, and he says, "Yeah, some men just can't help but think with their other brain. Not this brain, the other one down there." And it was just, "Is that right? I know that." But it just got really insane how I started telling him about it, and I told him about, well, I got into the story about Naruto, especially since it's my favorite anime and all that stuff, and he says, "You met Lord Kazakage? I work for the guy." Well, I did, per se, before I ended up having to go see my grandfather, whom happened to be one of the worst person in charge of great religion that pretty much everyone praised about had to use sacrificial on. In this place, it would be the same thing, except nobody would really care. So in this place, it would actually be to the point where nobody would really care much about what people say about Jashin. So that's what happened to be, is that he started talking about Lord Jashin, but then we got into the topic of talking about Naruto, and I told him at that time, I said, "Hey, I'm in the middle of making story. I keep trying to make up different stories and everything. I like making stories." I told him about my first character of Riku that I created, but I was trying to change different names and all that stuff with her and all that, and he says, "My real name is Riku." And I went, "Is that offensive?" And he says, "Well, truth be told, if you prefer to call me by any name, I don't mind. But the thing is, Riku is my preferred name because it's kind of hard to mention. I was trying to wonder what was going on, but he says, yeah, I. Yeah. So it went on to that point that I started telling him about my previous Riku, the story of this part. This is another story inside a story. Riku, my original character, was pretty much a beautiful young maiden. She was in love with flowers and everything else. She had a little pet that Gara gave to her as a little tiny pet, a squirrel, a sand squirrel named Chew. And I know, Chew is what mice say, but I just, yeah, I got into the story too much and I told him about it. And he was so interested. He was sitting there just half the time going, that is the most beautiful woman I could have met. And he was just, wow, mind blown. It was funny. So things just started getting a bit radical with him because he looked like he was already in Trunkland, where he was like, ba-cha, 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 ba, oh, because all he was doing was just sitting there going, oh my god. So the first character, and I'm going to tell you about it, my first character actually happened to be very, very, very out of proportion. I was told by many people that she was quite frankly the perfect Mary Sue of all ages. She was pretty much saying, I want to be this. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I was always concerned about what my choices were, and I started getting scared at things that I chose. I wanted to get into it, but then all of a sudden I realized that I made a huge mistake, and people were saying, well, you're just a stupid idiot. And I didn't even know what to do half the time. And I told them it was pretty much from my fan fictions and everything else that I was making. I told people about my fan fictions, and they went, you suck. It just got worse after that. I couldn't even tell what to do half the time. I pretty much did put a pause with Riku because I knew things wouldn't go well. Until once I met this Riku. This Riku actually gave me the plot for the story of Riku. This is what he told me. Why don't we just go. Oh shit. Why don't we just try out my story, my backstory in this story? Because nobody would really get offensive since I'm a time traveler and. Oh. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Wait a minute. Your time travel. Enough! I have a story to tell. No. So, out of the entire thing, out of the entire blue, he just comes up with telling me the whole story. He comes to the recognition of telling me how he first met Lord Kazakage. And thus, it was almost close to my story, but more masculine and more in the insane topic. It was the perfect choice of the character. In fact, the one part I never expected was that Riku had personalities. Oh my! Why didn't I think of that? Since I have like about 4 personalities. No, nothing wrong with that. I do have that. I'm usually keeping them calm. Of course, I hate acting like a total drama queen. I'm just being honest. But yeah, I told him about that, and he says, it's okay. Some people just don't come up with these ideas until the last minute. So he just tells me about the whole story about Riku. That he was, what, quite a coward as a young girl. Yes, he is both sex. He's neither but both. So it extremely got to the point where things got a bit escalated when he found out that Lord Kazakage was captured by the Akatsuki. You know this part because of the story. He went after Lord Kazakage to save him. He comes back, he does all this stuff, blah blah blah, but things he realized that he noticed there was something wrong with his life. So, he had to go on an adventure to find out. Lord Kazakage kept him from doing that, but he needed a jump start. So Lord Kazakage let Riku into the sacred library of the Hidden Sands, into the restricted section. Blah, blah, blah. But they've pretty much at first found nothing until all of a sudden, Dingus Doofus here opened a hatch that fell out a book with the crest of Lord Jashin on it, which he freaked out. So everything kind of went peachy, and that's when Riku got lost. A whole bunch of stuff going on. Everything went wrong on his little mission to explore, or hers, and things got really out of control. He comes back to serve Lord Kazakage once again, leads to the point where... What is it? Leads to the point where she wants to be part of the war. Because, number one, her foster father is going to be part of the war. It's the Fourth Great Ninja War, if you're wondering. And number two, Riku wanted more to find out more in life. And at this point, she didn't like how things were going, and she wanted to be able to discover things more. So, what happened was, Gaara put her in part of the whole thing, but he dressed her up as a man. He tried asking a friend, whose name is Kaoru, who looks just like Gaara, who is actually Gaara's protector by pretty much acting like Gaara in special events. When Gaara needed protection, Gaara would be sent out of placement for a while, as this guy would represent as Gaara, pretending to be Gaara. Nobody would notice the difference between the two. I'm gonna end up in that cavern again. So, what happened was, Riku was taught how to speak in a deeper tone voice, put part of the war, and apparently found out Gaara's little secret. Gaara was terrified. God, that was scary. Gaara was terrified of being part of the war, because if he died, what did he have to suppress his heir? In fact, what he wanted was to actually have a kid, so when he died, he had somebody to take over for him. Yeah, I know that's not part of the story, but hey, this is pretty much what Riku found out. Not my fault. So, I heard the whole story. I asked Riku if I could borrow the story, and he says, take it. No one will be able to listen to me anyways. It's just a fan fiction, pretty much based off of Riku's little life story. It's his biography in his world, but our fan fiction in this world. So, some YouTubers might not be role players, but anywho, just go with it. Go with the flow. So it's pretty much how Riku was created is how I met him, and things they didn't get too much out of hand. So I might tell you another part to the story. I just carried on with just telling you that specific detailing part, and I hope that didn't bother you guys that much. Also, on top of that, I am running out of time. I have only about a minute left, so... And skadoosh. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Storytime Sunday of how I met Riku, the Night Lark himself. And I hope you guys would like to join me next week after when I tell you 2 stories. I might tell you the rest of this story, I might tell you the rest of Pikachu, but I'm thinking maybe I should tell you another story. Something as amazing I told you a little bit about Gara this week, and my personal story is maybe I might tell you, well, the story of Daddy Ryu. You're gonna love him. Trust me, he's just like Jude Law. Well, okay, he looks just like Jude Law, but his insanity levels are boom. It's sometimes you gotta have a mimic person. My dad is just he's on too much sugar. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining me this week. Please, if you liked and enjoyed this episode, please click like and comment in the comments below. And if you want to know or see more of my insanity moments, sorry, please subscribe. I know I'm weird. I'm sorry. I'm not Jacksepticeye and I'm not Markiplier, but hey, I'm on their level somewhat. Oh, but we'll see. Alrighty, I forgot that part. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Because I am. Because I'm going to someplace special next week. I'm not telling you where. Because it's just a little vacation. I'm just going to relax. Not because of this, it's because of work. Alrighty. Hugs and kisses. Let us hang out in the next episode.